Would you rather give, or would you rather receive? Are you an innie, or are you an outie? Ask not what your community can do for you, but what you can do for your community. Ask not what your elected officials can do for you, but ask what you can do for your elected officials. This innie versus outie deal is a big thing. It's an important concept. If you think the Bible is important, and I do, it's addressed in the Bible. The Bible has plenty to say about innies and outies, if you just read it and know what you're looking for. Be quick to listen and slow to speak. Innie versus outie. Be a servant. Be a giver. Innie versus outie. Outie versus innie. It's important to know. It's important to understand. How important is it? It's important in communications. It's important in determining courses of action. Ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. Do you think our nation is in a financial mess? I do. We've got a 14 some odd $1 trillion deficit. It's not getting any better. I have grave concern about where we're going as a nation financially. We're in a financial mess. And I'm going to tell you why. We're out of balance. Sure, the budget's out of balance, but we're out of balance. We got innies and outies, and we're out of balance. We're out of balance. I guess you could say that in a sense, we've got more innies than outies. More pure innies than pure outies. When probably what we need is a blend, is a mixture. Each of us probably need to have a mixture. We need to have some innie characteristics and some outie characteristics. But we got pure innies. We're out of balance. We have people in governmental positions that are innies. That's right. And they're pure innies. A blended innie, somebody with dual characteristics, is one who can listen and who can receive and then act responsibly about what they learn. Who can be an outie. They can receive and then they can exhibit the characteristics of an outie. We need people in political positions and governmental positions that are somewhat blended. We can't have pure innies, and we got pure innies. That's what we got. We got people in governmental positions that are there. They're there to feed the masses the desires of the masses, so that they can obtain, the governmental people seeking governmental position can obtain on promise and application their positions. They give so they can get. They look like outies, but they're really innies. They're wolves in sheep's clothing. They're given for purpose. And it's the wrong purpose. Self-gratification. Self-advancement. The Bible addresses this concept of, we're looking at a nation that's full of innies. Taking. The Bible addresses this. 1 Samuel chapter 15, read it. It'll tell you. I'm going to tell you now, briefly, and I could speak for a long time on this, but it tells you this. 1 Samuel 15 says you cannot give the people what they want. Well, how in the world can you get in office? You might say, you cannot give the people what they want. They will want you to death. They will want you to pieces. They will consume everything you have and you in the process. They'll consume your resources, the resources that you have stewardship over, and they will consume your integrity and everything you stand for if you let them. It's a sad state of affairs, but it's true. The Bible talks about it. Saul gave the people what they wanted when he was told by God not to. Read 1 Samuel 15. He gave the people what they asked him for. And you know what happened to him? He lost his favor with God and his position because he gave the people what they wanted against the commands of God. We're doing the same thing in the United States of America today, from top to bottom. Any versus outie. It's a big deal. Do you remember the poster, Uncle Sam, I Want You? The world, our nations, our state, and our communities, we need outies with the any qualities of communication. We need people who are willing to listen and to understand and evaluate needs. But here's the admonition. Here's a stern warning. When we put these outies in these positions, we need to understand, they need to understand that they have to out responsibly. Out responsibly. Thank you.